Guys, Grand Training Systems, welcome back again with our beautiful motto, Sylvie, and the same subject of wrist mobility. So after we've gone through some of the black roll exercises, that reverse behind the back namaste, which was our last video, we have some really cool wrist exercises that will not only help regain the range of motion for the people sitting at the desk, for people working too much, for anyone that just feels like they're a bit tight in the lower arm, but these are also fantastic for the military group or the athletes that are doing many front lifts from a front squat position or needing to catch the weight in an Olympic lift. So these are really fantastic for everybody. All right, so we already have Sylvie prepped in the first position, in which you can notice her shoulders are basically over her wrist here. And what she's going to do at first is just go ahead and lean forward. And lots of times in this first stretch, you're going to feel a bit of a pinch right here. If that's what you have, don't worry about it. Just keep moving through it, because we've got to differentiate between the feeling of the stretch of the muscle and also the stretch of the fascia. So at the beginning, this is a bit strange. So what we can have Sylvie do is we can have her hold this position, but we can also have her bounce a little bit back and forth, or rock a little bit back and forth. So what she's going to do is she's going to hold this when she's on her own, and it's not a tutorial video. I would say anywhere from about 1 to 2 minutes, yeah, until she starts feeling like it releases a bit. The second position is she's going to turn her hands out. Yep, exactly, just like that. Really focusing on keeping her hands as flat on the ground as possible, always, if possible, keeping the elbows straight. And then from here, you can lean to the right and hold it. You can lean to the left, obviously, and hold it. And you can also bounce back and forth. And if you want to make it a bit more difficult, you can also play with the position of your hands. You can move your wrists closer together, you can move them out. Again, everyone's going to have different tightnesses, and this is going to go really into the fascial pieces between our bone, if you will, and also around that muscle. So this is going to be more of a fascial stretch, so everybody will really be different where they feel this. So you really just got to play around with it yourself and find the best position. And then the last one, which will be a bit difficult for some people, is Sylvie, you're going to turn your hands all the way around, just like this. Again, she's going to focus really on keeping those hands on the ground, keeping those elbows as straight as possible. She's got fantastic mobility in this video, so if yours does not follow along, don't worry about it. If you can't straighten the elbows, that's also okay. This is our goal. So this is what you're going to focus towards. And again, what Sylvie, you would focus on is probably about 1 to 2 minutes in each position. And if you need to take a break in between the positions, that's also totally cool. So we've got the next 3 positions, which I highly suggest taking a break in between, because within the mobility exercise, this is the warm-up compared to the next 3. All right, so Sylvie's had a bit of a break from the first set of the exercises, and now we turn up the heat a little bit, yeah? You've, again, been prepped, so why don't you go ahead and drop in the first position. And a note that I forgot to mention in the last one is the ability to externally rotate your arms while you're doing this. So what you're going to notice, hopefully we can see her tattoo here, is go ahead and keep your arms not externally rotated. You can see how her tattoo turns. So in this position, externally rotated is there. When it's not, it is there. And these are 2 positions that we want to really focus in during this stretch. So why don't we go in external rotation of the shoulder, go ahead and have you just hold the stretch forward, and then when you feel comfortable, you can bounce back and forth a little bit. And again, here our goal is to keep those elbows straight and the wrist completely on the ground. And again, right now her mobility is fantastic. So if yours does not look like this, it's not the problem. Just continue to practice, and sooner than later it will get closer to this, or maybe even like this, yeah? So this is the first position. The second position I like to call the orangutan or the monkey position. Go ahead and set your wrist down, exactly. We're gonna have the elbow straight again. She can lean towards the right, she can lean towards the left, and she can also bounce back in between the 2 positions. And again, you can always focus, or you can play around with the position or the space in between the hands. And every position, I would say again, would be from about 1 to 3 minutes, let's say. Video purposes, we're making it a bit shorter. And feel free to take as many breaks during this as you can. If you notice your wrist doesn't fall on the ground, or your elbows can't go straight, don't force it. Just bring yourself to your comfortable limit of pain, if you will, and work from there. And then the last position, which will be the hardest, is the hands come forward, again flat on the ground, the elbows stay straight, and then from this position, you can also lean forward a bit, hold it, or you can bounce from this position. And when we're done with these stretches, Don't shake your arms out, don't shake your hands out. These are going very deep into the fascia, and anytime we do that, we want to allow our wrists to just relax. So when you're done with these positions or taking a break in between, just let your wrist calmly relax and let the blood flow come back before you do any sporadic, crazy movements yet. Alright, so guys, as always, gtsgermany.com, Facebook, Instagram, everything else, social media wise you can think of. And again, thank you to our beautiful model Sylvie, who now has fantastic mobility in her arms, or actually had it before. And until next week, guys, peace.